Hi everyone, this is Sandy McManus with needsaribbon.com, or more like technicalissues.com today. We're having a lot of them. I've already dropped my phone. Sorry I'm a little late. Oh god, well now I smashed my foot. Oh, I think there's just juju out there today. Not entirely sure, but blah blah blah. Sorry, I'm trying to get to my comments thing too. I was using my stuff for something else last night, a different kind of video, and everything's rearranged, and I tried before I went live to see if hopefully, is it sideways? Hey Janelle, is it sideways or is it screwy? I tried actually before I went live to fix that. So I'm not, nope, it's still sideways. Darn it. Okay, well, technical issues aside, and dropping phones and whatnot, I am here. It is 57 in my basement. We are on day 21 without heat in our house. Long story, not for Facebook Live, but we are working on it. But yeah, it's really cold down here. So if my hands look like icy and weird, that's why. Okay, so last Wednesday, last Wednesday, which was what date? Wow. 15, 14, 13, 12. The 10th. Must have been the 10th. Still sideways. Yeah, I'm sorry, Janelle. I actually did take a few minutes and play with it. I can't seem to correct that. I don't know what I'm doing differently from other magical people, but we will keep working on that. I have had help, and every time we think we got it fixed, it unfixes. So we'll work on that for everybody's sake. Okay, so last Wednesday we made a sampler live, or part of one, and looking for my instructions. Nope. Did I just bury it? I did. Wow. We're on the ball. We made this live, or I made this live, whatever we. And I talked about, and that's something that people can go back and watch my Facebook Live from October 10th if they want to get the how to build the base for a sampler. And I will get this uploaded when I get all of this done soon, like within the next few days, because I know people are anxious to make these. So this is the one I made live, and it was based on going back in time. I've got a giant mess off to the side. Maybe you guys can see it, but yeah, you kind of can. I'm a little nervous about this today. We made this Halloween sampler. It was based on, and this layout was based on Haruko Ikea, who is a demonstrator from Japan, and I took her. Hers was about 10 by 10, and just kind of enlarged it to a 12 by 12. And my reasons are easier to find a 12 by 12 frame square wise, or an 8 by 8, but that gets pretty small. Now I need somewhere to put those. And then I cut part of it and showed last week. And after my live ended last week, and this is with the Festive Farmhouse Designer Series paper that's on page, already forgotten, from the catalog. I didn't grab a catalog. Did I? Ooh, did I? Did I? I did. Wow. On page 13, the Farmhouse paper, I'm using that, and we're going to use this to finish it off. So after it ended last week, because the paper has one side that is white based and the other side is vanilla based, off camera, I put together this one, this 12 by 12, using the vanilla based paper. So I have a black base with vanilla, unlike here is white and then black. And the reason I did that and I put the black back there, turns out I don't have any 12 by 12 paper that's in the Mossy Meadow or Cherry Cobbler. I thought I had 12 by 12 cherry cobbler from long ago. Turns out it's all real red. So I couldn't find any papers that quite coordinated with this. So I went with just comparing the two side by side. And then we'll get started decorating. I wanted to, kind of go along that same theme. I like the black with the gray granite here. I'm not so crazy about the black here, but framed up, it'll actually be nice, like kind of like a black mat that you get with some frames. And there is black in here. Very little black in this paper that I had left. I've also used it a lot, so some of the pieces were not available to me because I've used it up. Anyway, so I made a vanilla one so you could kind of see what that looks like. And I didn't get time, and I wanted to just do what I called the 9 square. 9 of these squares, and to show you how that looks. I will maybe get one whipped up for one of my next lives. And if I'm really special and have a lot of time, I'll get it decorated. But in the meantime, this is actually, I am giving this to my friend Jenny and my downline, and she gets to decorate this one. So she knows that's coming, and she gets the fun of figuring out what all goes on here. I know she has already made one after my live last week. She was so inspired. She went and made one, and I asked her to promise me not to show it until after my live because I didn't want to be influenced by what she did. I wanted to kind of go on my own. So she will post that later, and I can't wait to see it because I'm sure it's gorgeous. But I get to see it. It makes it easier to lay down and watch. That's funny, Janelle. Just don't drop your phone on your face. I do that when I'm reading in bed at night because I read from my phone. And then I end up with a fat lip. And that's not pretty either. Okay, so I will get these measurements posted. I think I've dwelled on this long enough. Let's get decorating. I'm not doing anything else. I've got more Halloween stuff that I've uncovered to share on Wednesday. Not today. And I've grabbed some supplies. Hopefully I've grabbed everything that I want. I really kind of have not much of an idea of how I want this to finish up. And so that's part of what I want to do is to kind of share my creative process. And again, these products are on page 12 and 13 of the holiday catalog. That would be the holiday catalog with the big shiny red bow on the front. The holiday catalog. I have some of this. I actually have all the products. We don't need the tin today. That can go elsewhere. I don't think I grabbed the twine. We'll see if I did. That's a good point. Well, that's okay. This is live. This is okay. Fistfuls of paper. I'm like, what do I do? Where do I go? I have a 4x6 table and it's still like really crowded. And I cleaned up. I was so proud of myself. I cleaned up last week. And it was... okay, so as you can see, I don't have a lot of whole sheets. I don't have a lot of paper left at all. I just placed an order for more because I'm not done playing and it's only mid-October. So that being said, I'm going to set this aside for now. I'm going to set this aside for now. Is that right? No, that's not what I'm going to do. I grabbed some of our 6x6 because I know I want to use this. The Wood Textures 6x6 giant stack. This is my third stack. Yes, people, I use it a lot. It adds great texture and it is photo real. So I know I want to use some of that. Put it somewhere where I can reach it. I just grabbed a bunch of doodads. These retired last year and I'm not sure I'm going to use them. Nope, they're still active. I'm sorry. The boxwood wreath embellishments, you get 12 of them. And they are cute. I'm not sure I want to use that. I think I'd actually would like to use that on the other one because there's no green on here. We'll see. I grabbed this 2 stamp sets. The Farmhouse Christmas and Winter Woods. Did I grab blocks? Oh, goodness. I did grab some blocks. Okay, I have some blocks in here. That's good because I don't want to have to get up and interrupt. That seems kind of rude. It's kind of like when you have company over and you know, you get up to go watch a TV show. I really don't want to leave you guys hanging, and whoever else joins me. So I'm going to, I think what I'm going to do, because I know I want to use some of these images, so we'll just start laying them out. I'm very nervous to do this, and I'm just not sure. So we have a little house. And since it's stamped like this is kind of what it's going to look like. So yeah, I think we'll put the house up there. Just kind of laying it out, thinking through. Please weigh in, besides Janelle, anyone else that's watching, if you have an idea. I grabbed some framelits, the framelits that coordinate with that stamp set. And I grabbed this one too. I didn't grab a lot of paper, but we'll just, I'm kind of trying to do this on a limited supply of what's around me. So we have the fence too. We have there's a little framelit. There is no stamp set that goes with it, but there's a little framelit that cuts out 6 little bows, and you can crank through. I've already done it a lot and make a lot. They're really cute little bows. And they're, you know, to hang on the fence for the house or whatever. So I am almost thinking, and again, people weigh in and help me create, because I'm not sure what I'm doing. I mean, I can get up to this point and cut paper and glue it till the cows come home, but decorating one of these makes me a little nervous. I don't know why. There's no reason for that. So I'm just grabbing, that goes that way. So that'll cut that out. So I need more stamps. So I'm inclined to do a fence all along here with the truck in front of it. I cut this apart. That's a whole stamp. I cut it apart, and actually it pushes together really easy because I like just this Merry Christmas. So maybe we'll put Merry Christmas. Maybe. That says, I have to look at the stamp set because I can't read that. That says, wishing you a season full of peace, wonder, and love. I don't think that belongs on a wall hanging. So we'll ditch that idea. We have the beautiful tree, which I would be inclined to put here. I don't know. Again, I'm kind of nervous about this. Kind of framelits. Okay, so we got framelits for that. We got the car framelit, or truck. I keep calling it car. That one. That cuts that out. I'm getting some ideas. I just don't know what to do with the center one. So farmhousey things. We've got also farmhousey, and maybe I should just start putting things together and see how they go. I like that because it's kind of like from our house to yours kind of idea, putting the house up there. Or with the truck. Maybe the truck off on its own. Well, why don't I start stamping and cutting out and figuring it out, and we will go from there and see how it all looks. So we still have these wreaths. I still have lots more goodies in a box. I have this beautiful ribbon that coordinates it. I have not the baker's twine, or do I? I did grab the baker's twine. What? 3 cheers for Sandy. This is what it looks like. It comes in a 3-pack of Mossy Meadow, Cherry Cobbler, and Very Vanilla. So we probably don't want the vanilla. So I did grab a separate white. I would probably just skip the Mossy on this one, because if I do any greens, this is kind of a Mossy Meadow boxwood wreath too. Well, maybe I'll finish it live, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll get too nervous and bail. It can happen. In the meantime, I think I'm going to start stamping. And I'm going to stamp in. I'm going to put this aside, clear my space a little bit, and hopefully not drop anything into the garbage, which does happen from time to time. I brought my Stampin' Blends. And if you don't have a foam mat, get a foam. Hi, Beth. Beth would be an amazing, make an amazing sampler. I know she would. I brought my Stampin' Blends because I want to use the blends since they can be shaded a little bit better and not the traditional markers. I am going to mount these on blocks. See, this is my box of scary tools. So I really didn't know what I'd need, so I just started grabbing stuff. It's kind of funny. Hopefully I have all the right blocks. Okay, we'll get this guy mounted so we can get him stamped. Ooh, he fits sideways on there. We've got the truck. We'll come back to you. Well, we can get you on there. We'll come back to the tree because apparently I'm out of magical blocks. Kind of. Okay, for now. So let's get some stamping done. And remember to use Memento ink when you do the stamping blends. And I like the foam pad with the photopolymer because they have no rubber and foam to give. So we'll get that stamped. We'll get the truck stamped because I'm going to be cutting these out with framelits and coloring them. I want to allow a little space, but I'm going to do the coloring before I cut them out simply because it's easier to work with a bigger piece than it is the tiny pieces and to hold them down into color. Kind of like doing your old-fashioned coloring pages from when you were a kid. Okay, the tree. And I kind of think I want that Christmas tree. I kind of think we need a Christmas tree. Don't we need a Christmas tree? Both of you, all of you, whoever is watching, could probably do this and make it look fantastic, but I'm doing what I can and I don't have a block that fits the tree. Okay. And I have not used this tree. Do I want to stamp it in something else? I do, don't I? Okay. So I guess I will stamp it in Mossy Meadow. Ooh. I honestly have played with very little out of the Winter Woods stamp set. Only this image, a little bit of that image, and a little bit of the framelits, and that's about it. So, okay. Ooh, that is pretty. One thing I didn't bring today was paper towel or some kind of cleanup. Ah, well. I'll use my pants. Okay. I'm going to move this aside to do my coloring. Wow, that tree is pretty. Tree. We have a tree without leaves. It's a barren winter tree. I don't have a whole lot of the newer colors of the Stampin' Blends, so I think I will stick with Crumb Cake in the light and the dark, That's the dark. What color is this? Bronze. Ooh. Light. Okay, we'll stick with those three and see how it works. And my color lifter. Ooh, in case I need them. And I'm curious, anyone that's watching, what do you store your Stampin' Blends in? I right now store them kind of by color family in these cases. I haven't come up with a solution that I like that I can afford. So that's what I use. Yeah, I am actually nervous. Okay, so we will use the dark crumb cake and just kind of give it a little edge. And when you use the Stampin' Blends, there really is no right or wrong way. I'm not the greatest at making the beautiful shading like some people. I really am not. Not my forte, and I don't pretend that it is. But I can lay down color. And then I'll come in with my light